Hey there, everybody. Thomas Wood with Basecamp Trading. It is Monday, February 27th. We're going to take a look at the gold pennant setup that I sent out earlier this morning on Twitter and StockTwits and that we talked about in the trading room and kind of what happened here. So the first the first target when you break out of a pennant is we need to see whether or not we can break through the pivot highs, okay? So in this case, we break out of the pennant at about 1258 and a half, 1258.6 or so, and then we spike, and that first pivot high is going to be 1260, and we went right up to 1260, hit it, and pulled back down. Then what happens? You go up, you broke through 1260 and climbed up right to the secondary resistance at 1261.2, hit it, and pulled back down again. And we set up a bull flag on the 30s, traded the bull flag, broke through the 61.2 level, spiked all the way up, hit significantly overvalued, have then stalled, and since then retraced back down again. But the overall move from the breakout of the pennant to the significantly overvalued price bar on the 30-minute chart is from 58 and a half or so up to about 64 and a half. Okay, so not a bad move. It's about $600 a contract from the breakout point to the significantly overvalued point here. So overall, how do you take advantage of that when you're running into resistance like this and it keeps bouncing off of it? Well, this is something that we teach people in the trading room. When you have support or resistance and you see the market go up and hit it and stall, you can always cover that trade, place a re-entry order just above it, and then look to jump in as soon as it breaks back through. That way, when it hits it, you get out in case it pulls back and doesn't go back through it. And then if it does go through it and get you back in, then you have about a 2 or 3 tick difference between where you got out and where you get back in. So you're giving up a little bit of the profit, but you're saving yourself in case it pulls back. Now, that would have been a great way of trading gold today. We were talking about that in the trading room today. How, okay, you're hitting resistance. Next step is it's got to get through that. If you want to cover, you can cover now, then look to re-enter once it breaks through it. But that happened 2 different times today. Again, you would have lost about a point worth of movement, but you would have saved yourself from potentially getting stopped out on these 2 or 3 point retracements that we had after hitting those resistance levels. So keep that in mind. And again, the first step or the first test for a pennant breakout is the pivot highs. So watch for that, or the pivot lows if you break to the downside as well when you're breaking out of that consolidation. So that's all I have for you for today, though. I will see you in the trading room bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a great afternoon, and until next time, happy trading.